The bipartisan bill from the very beginning was understood there's going to have to be the second part of it. I'm not just signing the bipartisan bill and forgetting about the rest that I proposed. I proposed a significant piece of legislation in 3 parts. And all 3 parts are equally important. And by the way, my party, everybody tells me what my party is. My party's divided. Well, my party is divided. My party's divided, but my party is also rational. If they can't get every single thing they want, but all that they have in the bill that before them is good, are they going to vote no? I don't think so.
He's very confident, I have to say. This bipartisan package that was negotiated late last night, Nancy Pelosi actually showed up this morning and said, okay, that's all well and good, because this is $953 billion. That's the bipartisan package, $953 billion. What the total proposal looks to me to add up to is about $4 trillion, okay? And so what Joe Biden is saying there is, okay, here's the deal. I am only going to sign the bipartisan package if and when the $3 trillion that I propose for elder care, that I propose for K through pre-K, not daycare, not just daycare, but pre-K, okay? And daycare and elder care and all of the things that families need to be part of the workforce. If I don't get that through the reconciliation process, I'm not signing the $953 billion bipartisan package. So that's what Nancy Pelosi went forward to say this morning. And I was shocked, I tell you, to hear that Biden agrees with it. And that Biden said, don't worry. I'm not signing one without the other. It's going to happen in tandem. It's going to be a 2-track process, and neither will get signed by me until both are passed. Now, Nancy Pelosi is saying the House isn't even going to take up anything at all to do with the bipartisan package or the reconciliation package until the Senate concludes its work. Because the House has done so much heavy lifting on so many bills. They have taken so many votes. They've taken votes on a 9/11, on a January 6th independent commission. They've taken votes on infrastructure packages. They've taken votes on election protection. They've taken, you name it, they've taken a tough vote, okay? A tough vote. And then it goes to the Senate to die. And she is right to say, we're not going to do anything until the Senate finishes its work and sends it to us. And then we'll take a vote on what's in the Senate's bill. Because this is getting ridiculous. We're working our tails off over here, only to watch it go, ooh, over there where Joe Manchin pitches a fit, or Kristen Sinema says, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, I want to be bipartisan, so I'll write an op-ed saying democracy is subordinate to a rule in the Senate that was invented by mistake in the 1800s. By mistake, because they forgot to put in their documents in the 1800s how to end debate. Seriously, that's how the filibuster came to be. And then it got used for the most racist crap in the history of the United States, like civil rights. So anyway, this is smart. This is good. And he keeps, the whole press was out. Are you sure that's what you're going to do? You're not going to sign anything until you get both of them.
I expect that in the coming months this summer, before the fiscal year is over, that we will have voted on this bill, as well, the infrastructure bill, as well as voted on the budget resolution. And that's when but if only one comes to me, I'm not, if this is the only thing that comes to me, I'm not signing it.
I'm not signing it. So everybody's sitting there wondering, what can Biden do? What can Biden do? Well, there's one. Not sign it. There's one. Now, under this bipartisan plan, just so you know, $312 billion goes to transportation projects. $65 billion goes to broadband, $55 billion to waterways, $47 billion for resilience, which is a down payment on things that are happening as an impact of climate change. The Republicans wanted to raise taxes in a stealthy way on working people because their idea was to raise the gas tax. And Joe Biden had promised that no one making less than $400,000 a year would see an increase in their taxes, any taxes, not Social Security taxes, not gas taxes, okay? And so he rejected it, and now they've decided that they will spend $40 billion in investing in the Internal Revenue Service Enforcement Bureau. They think that if they enforce the laws we already have, we would see $100 billion new dollars collected in revenue, and a separate infrastructure finance program will borrow money. It will leverage $20 billion in federal money, and it will turn the $20 billion into $180 billion in private financing on infrastructure. I am really against that. I just want you to know I'm really against that. Whenever you hear a public-private partnership, understand they're selling your roads and bridges. They sold your parking meters. Yeah. So big cities sold parking meters to private companies. And those private companies now actually charge cities on holidays when the cities are closed for a holiday. They make the city pay them for the lost revenue in parking fees that they would collect. It's just a ridiculous scam on American people. But that is what the smaller part of the bill includes. That's what the Republicans agreed to, because they will never, ever raise taxes on their donor class. They will never raise taxes on hedge funds. That part of it is going to get done through the reconciliation process. That is what he's calling the budgetary process. That all the increase in corporate taxes from what was proposed was 21% now. Corporate taxes are 21%. Listen, if you're self-employed, you pay almost 30% in income in tax. But, okay. And we all know capital gains, money making money, is taxed at a lower rate than labor is taxed. The whole thing is ridiculous. So the reconciliation bill will deal with the corporate taxes. It will deal with raising them. Now, what's proposed is from 21% to 28%. We'll see how far Joe Manchin is willing to go on reconciliation, okay? Because we're going to need all 50 votes, which is why this became problematic in the first place. But a win is a win, and if we get both these infrastructure bills passed, one by reconciliation, all Democrats, and the other one in a bipartisan manner, Joe Biden gets to declare victory, and so does American infrastructure. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.